Hey, America's Best Home Inspections. Wanted to make a video and kind of talk to you a little bit about one of the things that I look at as soon as I pull up onto the property of a home. In the 60s, 70s, and still some houses today, I think they're regulated a little bit better now, but is the grade of the property. A lot of times, or a lot of houses that I see in the 60s and 70s, they really didn't care what the grade of the property did, meaning the drainage, you know. Some houses that I've inspected, it's like the house sits in the middle of a watershed area where the water is draining right towards the house. And when water drains towards the house, it can really damage the footing. What happens is when the ground gets saturated, it shrinks and expands, and it can cause the house to settle improperly and damage the footing, you know. So this house, if you notice, I'll show you, when you look at the front of it, they put some thought into the property before they built the home. And if you look, the house slopes, the yard slopes downward, so obviously the water is going to go towards the back of the house. But the important thing is, in the front yard, the water has to split. It has to go from one side or the other. It can't just go straight into the home like that. It's because it has the same effect, damaging effect on the footing, the foundation, if the water just goes right straight towards the front of the home like a funnel. So what they did here is kind of hard to see, but you can see right about here is where the front yard splits. The water will drain that way from right there over, and then from right here it slopes down and actually drains this way and goes towards the other side of the house. So they put some thought in that, and you could tell they used a laser on the yard whenever they made the grade. And then it comes right over here, and you can see where it slopes from right here down. So it's pulling the water away from the house. Right there splits the water, comes over here, and once it gets to this side, it drains away from the house and straight out that way, which is the proper way to do it. I'll show you this other side. So they did a real good job on the grade of the property here, and I've seen some really horrible grades in yards, and especially a house that has a crawl space, and if it has property grade where the water is draining right towards the house, the water will go underneath the house, and water and wood are not friends. Wood rots quick, you know, whenever there's too much moisture underneath the house. But you can see from that breaking point right there, the water coming this way, and then once it gets to this side, you can see that it slopes just a little bit just to get the water away from the house, and then it goes straight out that way. So they did a great job. I'll show you around back. And even just to be even more certain that they're not going to have any problems with the water getting close to the footing, their downspouts right here goes down into a perforated pipe and runs along the side of the house to where the water can be carried away from the home. So they really put a whole lot into it. So as far as water is concerned, this house and this footing is very, very healthy. But I'll tell you, the one thing that they did that is bad is, you see this great big oak tree? Looks like a white oak. This is a huge tree, and look how close it is to the concrete foundation of this home. If anybody's ever seen what a tree can do to a sidewalk is concrete. The footing of a home is concrete. Those big roots right there, as they expand, they can crack concrete. So dangerous to have a tree that close to your house like that, because it can and has the potential to destroy your footing. So that was a bad idea right there. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information of how we immediately start to examine the footing and foundation of homes, and some of the things that are real enemies, you know, to a footing, to a foundation. Anyway, hope this helps you out, gives you a little bit of information of some of the things that we look for. And have a nice day. America's Best Home Inspections loves you. Have a good day. Bye.